You will never make yourself feel that you're a sinner, because there's a mechanism in you as a result of sin that will always be defending you against every accusation. We are all on very good terms with ourselves, and we also always put up a good case for ourselves. Even if we try to make ourselves feel that we are sinners, we will never do it. This is only one way to know that we are sinners, is to have some dim, glimmering conception of God. It's a quote by Martin Lloyd-Jones in Gentle and Lowly. In other words, we don't feel the weight of our sin because of sin. We can only see this as we see the beauty and the holiness of God. What is holiness? Holiness, it means to be set apart. But God is not set apart in distance or time and space. He's separate in nature. His character, his very essence is different than ours. He's not like us. His thoughts, his plans, his desires are not like ours. He loves differently. He corrects differently. He forgives differently. It is his holiness that causes his heart to be drawn out to the sinner. In our passage for today, we see a cry from King David to be drawn into the heart of God. In Psalm 139, which is a very familiar passage, verses 23 and 24, David's cry is, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts. See if there's any wicked way in me and lead me in the way everlasting." David's plea is not unlike that of the prophet Isaiah. He sees himself in light of God's holiness and God's heart. He sees the great divide. He sees his own sinfulness. And he comes. He has come to the table of mercy set by Jesus. David has come in confession. Confession is this place where we bring all of our falling short to God. It's a place of acknowledgement. Maybe it's the, "I didn't mean to," or "I didn't know." It's where we're honest, like Paul in Romans 7. "I don't do the good that I want to do. Instead, I do evil that I do not want to do." Deeper still, it's also the place where we can bring our proverbial skeletons in the closet, those deep, dark places in our hearts where no one is allowed, where shame and guilt and fear guard the door. Confession is not where we come to restore broken relationship or to be loved. As we will see in the context of Psalm 139, we are already deeply known, loved, and accepted. David says, "Lead me in the way everlasting." Confession leads us back to the heart of God. Jesus told his disciples to pray, "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven." The prayer of confession gives opportunity for the Holy Spirit to realign our hearts, our minds, and our desires to the way of the kingdom of Jesus. So, what are we coming to in confession? David continues or begins this chapter, "O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar off. You search out my path and my lying down. You're acquainted with all of my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It's too high. I cannot attain it. Where shall I go from your spirit? Where should I flee from your presence? It is to this heart and this love that we come. We come to the table of mercy. We come to the discussion, the conversation of our soul in friendship with God. We come to the place where we are fully known, fully loved. We come to receive mercy, rest for our soul, peace in His presence. We come to be realigned with the heart of God. The table is set. The invitation is open to come. Come to Jesus.